Okay, question number 11 here. Complete this table, Egyptian fraction. Okay, let's do this. So first of all, the first question is easy. We're going to just add all these together. Okay, let's start here. So 9 plus 5 here. 1/5 plus 1/9. I started from the end, okay? So let's do this. Here we have 9 plus, we do this way, okay? Okay, so here we have 9 plus 5 divided by 45. Okay, this way we call it ZW. Remember, it's we multiply 1 multiplied by 9, it's 9. 1 multiplied by 5, it's 5. Then 5 times 9 is 45, which equal to 14/45. So we kick these two and we substitute them as 14/45. Then we add 1/3. With the same way, we're going to solve it. Okay, so here we go. 14 multiplied. Okay, best here to change it this multiplying by 15, common denominator, multiplying by 15, because it's a unit fraction. 14/45 plus here 15/45, which equals final answer 29/45. Okay, let's here we're going to change it to Egyptian fraction. Okay, let's do this. Okay, here is 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3, so number 11, second part here. So let's do this. So if it's 2/3, then we take a half of it. Okay. Or we have another way that is a 2 over odd. That's a 2 over odd. So we can say here the order of the odd numbers, what is the odd numbers is 1, 3, 5, and so on. So this is the order is 2. So 2/3 equal 1/2. And that is 2D. This is the order, okay? Then we add them, plus, here we completed the rule, plus 1 over multiplied. 1 over, that is 2 over odd way, yes, 1 over order. Okay, I read you the rule here. It's a 2 over odd. So we cut it into 1 over order of the odd numbers. So if it's 1, 3, 5, the first, the second, third, 1 over the order, plus 1 over multiplied. Let's multiply the odd numbers multiplied by the order. So here, so that's over 1/2, which is the second number in the odd numbers. So this is order 2, plus 3 multiplied by 2 is 1 out of 6. Did it? So that's equal to half plus 1/6. And you know, this is the Egyptian fraction, or the Pharaohs use the unit fraction, which has a numerator of 1. Okay, the diagram here show a prism with a volume. Remember, volume, area of the cross section, volume equal area of the cross section multiplied by height, area of cross section multiplied by the height, which is the height of the prism. Okay, the height of the prism. Okay, so let's write this as height of P. I don't know that because here we needed That is the height of the P of the prism. Okay, so the cross section is a trapezium. Okay, what is the area of the trapezium is? The area of the trapezium is A plus B dividing by 2, which is the two bases. The base 1 plus base 2 dividing by 2, multiplying by the height of the trapezium. Okay, let's write it, the height of T of the trapezium. Okay, so here area 1 plus area 2, which is 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. Half of it is 5. Multiplying by the height, which is the missing one here, calc the height of the trapezium here, which equal to area of the cross section multiplied by the height of the trapezium, multiply by, that is the area of the cross section, multiplying by 8, which equal to 200. Okay, let's do them here. So again, the volume of any shape B, area or equal to area of the cross section multiplying by the height of the prism. Okay, so here we go. The area of the cross section here will be equal to 5 multiplying by height, which is the missing one here, height of the trapezium. Okay, and this height is equal to 8. And the volume here is equal to 200. So 200 here, we're going to work on this equation, okay? So this equation, say here you go, this is 200 equal to 5h, the missing one, equal to the 200 here, equal to 5h multiplying by 8, which is the height of the trapezium, okay? So 5 times 8, which is 40, so 200 here equal to 40 height, dividing by 40, dividing by 40, give you the height. Keep the zeros. 20 dividing by 4 is 5. So the height is equal to 5. Clear 5 marks and 3 marks in your pockets. Here on 4. Easy. Question number 13 here, transformation, enlargement. Enlargement. When he say enlargement, get out your ruler, set up your centimeters, and try to join to the center. I like enlargement around the center, 0, 0, and half. First of all, I'm gonna make it here 2 points. The first joining points here, I'm gonna join each point with the origin, each point with the origin, or the around the point, whatever here. Here is around the origin. So I'm gonna join all the numbers here to the origin. Let's do this. Okay, then, how many centimeters here? How many centimeters? Here on my screen, it is 4 centimeters, okay? So I'm gonna move another 2 centimeters and stop and mark. Stop and mark a point. Okay, another one. The next line here. Okay, I'm gonna join it. On my screen, it is 3.5. So half of 3.5. I'm gonna move half of 3.5 here on my screen. Here on my screen, it is here. I can set it half of 3.5 is 1.75. 1.75. 1.70. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is not joining to the origin, this one. Make sure this is joining to the origin correctly. Okay, let's do this. Here is 4, then I'm gonna set up 4. Yeah, exactly, it will be here. So my point, here I have 2 points. -2, -3, -3, -1. And the last line here, I'm gonna get the length of it. So I'm joining this point to the points here on my screen. It is, here is 4.5. So I'm gonna set it half here, halfway. I'm gonna make it correctly. Yeah. Yes. Exactly -2 and -1. Then I join all these with my ruler. I join it. So -3, -2. So here this point is -3, -1, -2, -1, and -2, -3. Okay, all these are enlargement of -1/2. And with using this way, step number 1 is measure. Measure mean use your ruler or use your protractor or use whatever you measure. So measure the length here. Measure the length from each point. Measure the length from each point of your shape, from each point of your shape to what? To around to the center. Say around the point, what to the center, what center of enlargement, okay, to the center of enlargement. After you measure, for example, I have a length for 4 centimeter, then I take this number that I already, so here when I measured, I found it 4 centimeter. I take this 4 and multiply it by the numbers, the scale factor, multiplied by SF. Okay, take this measure and multiply it by SF. Step number 2, the length or the measure, you have to multiplying by the SF. The SF here is the scale factor. The scale factor multiplied by the scale factor. Okay, away from the negative, because as you're moving on, you are on the direction of the center, you are on this the negative or the positive, because negative positive here mean direction. Okay, the direction here. So I take this 4 and multiply it by half. So then it's equal to 2. Then I measure 2 centimeter and stop. Okay, I measure 2 centimeter and stop. And do the same with every point here. Measure the line, the yellow line, then get half of it, then stop. Measure the red line here to the center. The point that he said around the point, around which point to the center, okay. Then make multiplied by the scale factor, which is half. Then stop, mark a point and stop. And here the same. Okay. Okay, by this way you can do enlargement correctly. Number 14 here, statics. Here he gave you cumulative frequency and the height of a plant here in garden. So the height of 46 plants in each garden A and garden B are measured. So we have a 46 plants, then we're targeting its height. I think it's B is growing more than A, it's clear, okay? Okay, the cumulative frequency for the plants in each garden is plotted on the same axis. Use cumulative frequency curve A to the median. Okay, let's measure the median here of A. So A here, it's clear, it's starting from 10.5, I think, because this is 11. So it's 10.5. You can say here is starting 10.5. And on 17, because this point is 17. You mark this point is 17. So here we have a 6.5. In between is 6.5. So the median here, we can get it here from 0 here, which is exactly 13. Exactly here, because half of the 46 is, it tells you 46 plants, so the end of them is 46. So 46 dividing by 2 is 23. So here I think is 23. I'm going to mark it. Here 21, 22, 23, which is exactly 13. And he gave you estimated one, which is clear between here is 13. About 13. Okay. Write two comments comparing. When he say compare, so we have to list the mode, the mean, the median, the average, the range. You have to say any statistical comparison, okay? The range, the median, whatever is, okay? Okay, by the way, the median here, we get it in A. So here we can say median in A. How about median in B? Let's measure the median in B here. The median in B, which we're going to complete it, I think it's 14 here. So the median of B, we can say first comment, median of B is greater or larger or whatever. Greater than A. You need a comparison. When he say compare, so you need a comparison. So we can keep this as first compare. And the second compare here, we can say the range. The range of B. The range of B here, we can calculate here. So here we have the greatest one, the greatest height here is 21. So here is 21. And the smallest here is 0. So 21. The range here is 21, the range of B. How about the range of A here? The range of A here is, you can write here, 21. Range of B. And range of A, here it would be equal to 17 minus 10.5. Here equal to 6.5. So range of B is greater, and it's clear that is range of B is greater than A. By the way, you can also talk about the height or the spread of height. He always asks about the spread of height. The spread of height of A is larger, of B is larger. The spread of height is greater or more, is more in B. Because here is we say that there's a spread, which is he like to listen to this word, the spread of the height or the spread of the length or the spread of what. Here we see that B is growing more, more with the same numbers of days. It's growing more for than A. It's clear that it's growing more, the 46 plants difference in gardens. Okay, so again, when he asks about comparing, you have to say any statistical difference, okay? Mean, mode, range, median, whatever. He likes to listen to a mathematical comparison with mathematical in statics, mean, mode, median, and so on. Okay, number 15 here, the diagram shows a square ABCD drawn in a circle. For sure, he will ask about the equation of the circle in this question. Okay, AB is 12. So he gave you the length of the square. So this 12 and this is 12. All of them is 12 because it's square. So this 12 and this is also 12 and this is 12. So it's easy to get the radius, you see. This is will be, we can use Pythagoras, 12 square plus 12 square will give us the D, the diameter here. Calculate the circumference, okay. If you want to calculate the circumference, as I said, we have to measure this and calculate with Pythagoras. So we're going to say here 12 square plus 12 square under the root will give us the D. So we can say D, or the diameter of the circle, equal to under the root 12 square plus 12 square, which give us the root of 144. We don't have a calc here. 144 plus 144. Okay, so it is 288. Which we can calculate to under the root of 144, multiplying root of 2, give us 288. Okay, so here we can say 144 will be equal to 12 root 2. So give your answer in A, which is will be the 12 root 2 pi, because the circumference here is equal to pi d. Let's say but with the diameter. So it's equal to 12 root 2 multiplied by pi, as he said. Pi multiplied by d, and d is 12 root 2. Okay, the center of the circle. That is the center of the circle. On a set of coordinate axes, so it has an x-axis and the y-axis. So here we have the y-axis and the x-axis of the circle. Okay, no. Okay, so find the equation. As I said, he will ask about the equation. So easy to get the equation. The equation here will equal to x squared plus y squared equal r squared. Am I right? So here is d. D equal 12 root 2. Dividing by 2 is equal to 6 root 2. Okay, d dividing by 2 equal to r to get r squared. We don't have a calc here, so here we say 6 root 2 squared, which is r squared, will be equal to 6 squared multiplying root 2 squared, 6 squared 36, root 2 squared equal to 2, multiply them equal to 72. So the equation will be equal to x squared plus y squared, pick r squared and put instead of it number 72, which we already copied. Number 16, make T L the subject, okay? Let's divide both sides dividing by 2 pi. And here dividing by 2 pi. Pick 2 pi here. So remainder here. T over 2 pi equal to the root of L over G. You must get a root, you know. He tests how you can make a square numbers. He tests this, how we can kick the root. We kick the root with squares number. Okay, so we square both sides, power 2 to kick the root. Now we kick the root and we have here T over 2 pi squared equal to L over G. He needed L. Okay, multiply both sides by G. Multiply by G to kick it. Multiply by G. We get the value of L. So L now equal to G multiplying by T over 2 pi. Don't forget that this we already squared it. And we have, if you see the root, you have to get a square value here, square formula here. Okay, and did it. Use it to get it a single fraction. Zip zap zoop. How we do it? We just get it this multiplied by y, then this multiplied by x, and then multiply the two denominators with each other. Okay, let's do this. So first of all, x plus 1, that is zip multiplied by y, then minus the second part, which is y plus 1 multiplied by x. Dividing by multiplying the denominators with each other. Me plus 1 multiplying by y. Let's expand. So here, x, y plus y minus x, y minus x. It's clear that we're going to kick here. We're going to kick negative xy with positive xy. Okay, so here remainder equal y minus x. In the numerator, let's see the denominator. y squared plus y. And the denominator here will be the same. If you leave it y plus 1 or y squared plus y, the same. So here, as we said here in the numerator, the green part, equal to y minus x over y squared plus y, and we did it. Let's write it. So here y minus x over y squared plus y. I prefer to write all kind of solutions because you don't know who is correcting to you. Okay, and it's y plus 1. I write here y plus 1 multiplied by y. Number 18. The diagram shows two straight lines, A, E, B, D, which intersect at C. Parallel lines. Applying directly for the rules of the Z and the F here. They have equal angles. Okay, for sure he will ask about these two triangles and how we can make them, how to prove them they are congruent, equal in angles and equal in size. So we can prove it by this angle E equal to this angle by Z here, alternate. And here, this angle also is equal to this angle because opposite angles are equal. And also, this also equal to each other. So we can prove it A. Okay, is he gave you in the diagram, he gave you also this AB equal to DE in length. And he gave it to you. So we can prove it also angle side, angle side, angle about these opposites. So we can prove these two angles and this side. Both are right. So let's write them. So we have to write it clearly. Okay, let's write. You need to see writing, not math, writing. Okay, so angle, we can say here, angle CAB equal to angle as we said, this angle. Okay. CAP equal to CED. Why did I alternate? So by alternate, we can say here, second reason, yeah. And here, angle ABC will be equal to CDE, also by alternate, the CDE by alternate. ABC equal to CDE, this blue angle equals by alternate. prefer if you write it here with uppercase, write your answer with uppercase. Email correctly. Okay, then the two sides, the last answer he said given. This is AB. Side AB equal to side DE. Okay, then we say triangulars are congruent. Triangle ABC congruent to, congruent mean equal in side, equal in angles. Congruent to a triangle EGC by angle, side, angle. And he must see this angle, side, angle, side, 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 A, whatever. Okay, make it. Okay. Simplify here, we have to factorize x squared minus x minus 1, 6x squared plus 7x minus 5. For this, sure, there is a tearing brackets, so that we have to kick it. Sharing brackets, as we have to kick it. Okay, let's factorize here. We have 6x. So we can make it 3x and 2x. 1 doesn't have except 1. Okay, so that is clear if we make positive, negative brackets. Okay, so that is 2x minus 2x here would be 2x minus 3x by cross multiplication here. That is my way of factorization. So that is 3x equal to 3x here. And here is equal to minus, here is minus 3x, and here is plus 2x. Minus 3x. And here is plus 2x. If we add them together, it gives us here 2 minus 3 equal to negative x. X is the middle number. So here we can factorize the numerator to 3x plus 1 multiplied by 2x minus. And the denominator here, it will be also, let's factorize it here. Here we go, we can say also 3x and 2x. But here we have a 5 and 1. And it's time to put signs. It's time to put signs. This is sharing the same sign. Okay, so 3, negative 3x plus 10x. How about this? So here is negative 3x. And here will be plus 2 times 5 is 10x, just to give us a positive. If we add 10 minus 3, positive 7x. Am I right? Okay, so let's write them here. So it will be also 3x plus 5. Close bracket. Open another bracket. X minus 1. So that is 2x minus 1. And that is 3x plus 5. Plus 3x plus 5. Okay. So kicking 2x minus 1 with 2x minus 1 remain this part. 3x plus 1 and 3x plus 5. Let's write it. 3x plus 1 over 3x plus 5, single fraction. Okay, let's see the next. Number 19, here we have a circle, find the equation of L. And here we have a tangent. The geogram shows a circle. Here is a circle, he give it to you. And he wants you, this circle has a center O. The line L is a tangent, which is clear that this line is a tangent, and we have a point of okay, and he need to find the equation of this. Write the equation for the line of the tangent. We need an equation for the tangent. He give us a point for what we have. We have a point. And what else we have? Just the point 1 and 3. Okay, let's do this. Here we have another point. Remember that you have the origin, which is 0 and 0. From it, we can get the gradient. So the gradient here will be equal to the gradient of the line, okay, not the tangent, equal to 3 minus 0, which equal to 3 over 1. So flip it to get the gradient of the tangent and put a negative sign, negative 1 over 3. So you can say y now equal to negative 1 over 3 x plus c. It's time to get c, kick y and put instead of it 3, and kick x and put instead of it 1. So now 3 equal to negative 1 over 3, negative 1 over 3 plus c. Okay, so simple side plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3, negative plus positive. So c equal to 3 plus 1/3. Merge them, don't leave it. So we can kick this 3, we'll make it 9 over 3, just to make it like denominator. So 9 plus 1 equal to 10 over 3. So y equal negative 1 over 3 x plus 10 over 3. Did it. Okay. It's clear 10/3. And write your answers with the most simplest form. You don't have to leave it like a mixed number like this. That's not right. You'll lose a mark if you write it like this. Okay, next. Factorize. Here, factorization, we have a big sum plus minus brackets. Okay. G minus H, G plus H. What else? Using your answer in A, or otherwise prove that 3n plus 1 square minus 3n minus 1 square multiple of 4 when n is integer. So have to prove it that we have 4 multiplying by n. We have to prove this plus or minus anything, but we have to make it here is a multiple 4. Okay, to prove this, because that is the last question in the exam and he must give it to you hard. You don't know what you want. Now we are going to expand this brackets, okay? This is 3n plus 1 minus 3n minus 1. Okay. Let's do this. So we're going to say 3n plus 1, 3n plus 1. Okay. We just expand it into brackets like this. Ready, set, go. Minus a big bracket. 3n minus 1. Then another 3n minus 1. Okay, close them. And the way here we are going to multiply this by each other, okay? So it will be 3 and it will be 9 squared, 9n squared. So that's 9n squared plus here 3n and another 3n plus 1. Okay, this is the first one. For the second one, we have a negative sign minus the same, but it will be 9n squared. Okay. And here minus 3n minus 3n plus 1. Okay, let's here make it clear that here we have a negative sign. So I'm going to change all the signs, this multiply all this bracket by negative. Okay, let's do this. So this will be the same minus 9n squared. Minus 3n minus 3n minus 6n, so it'll be positive 6n, then plus minus 1, minus 1. We change it all the sign inside the brackets here. You see, it's clear. Okay, no need for the bracket now, because I change this to negative, change this to positive, and change this to negative. And now we're going to expand. Here we have also 9n squared. Okay, so 9n squared, positive, negative will hide here 3 and 3, be also 6 and plus 6, and negative will go with positive. So all of these equal to 12, and actually 12n is a factor 4. So it would be 4 multiplied by 3n, and we get it that is a multiple of 4, since it gets a number factor of number 4. And we did it.